Hello, my dear Seve Shanti School students. This is your Chitra Miss. Today, we are going to learn English poem. The poem name is Everest is not the only peak. This is Unit 5 poem of 11th standard. This poem is written by Klothungan. Klothungan, if you know the name, he is a person from Tamil Nadu. So let us see the author detail. Professor V.C. Kulandesamy, his period is from 1929 to 2016, known as Klothungan, who is a very well-known technologist, a man of letters, and he is also an educationist known for his pioneering, that is outstanding contributions in the area of hydrology, literature and education. He has authored 6 volumes of poems and 7 of prose essays, which earned him the Thiruvalluvar Award from the government of Tamil Nadu in the year 1999. He also won the Sahitya Academy Award in 1988 for his book Valum Valluvam. His works deals with the themes that reflect the gamut of human progress and all the pervasive human effort. So he is basically a human friendly person and he appreciates the hard work of personalities and their field of some of the in your prose some personalities and their field of achievements have been given in picture form. Let us see them one by one. The first here is Kailash Satyarthi. He is a person, activist means he has fought against child labor. So, activist means a person who responds in one particular area and he reforms it. So, this Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, he has fought against child labor and brought the act against the child labor. Next one is Mithali Raj, the first Indian cricket women. The lady, she is the captain of Indian cricket team. The next one is Nammalwar. He is a very famous personality in Tamil Nadu who has been promoting organic farming. He is a pioneer in organic farming and he always promoted the organic farming, not fertilizer. And the next one is Dr. Shanta. She is a woman who has given her life for the treatment of cancer service. So she treats the person who suffers in cancer all through her life. And also this personality Sundar Pichai, who is a CEO of Google, the eminent information technologist who is well known among you students. That's why I have shown this picture in a lengthy manner. You may reflect and you can also become like him and innovate yourself. The next one is Bachindri Pal, the first woman who climbed the Mount Everest and recognized by the government of India with renowned awards like Padma Bhushan Award. And also here we can see the next one, Amartya Sen. Amartya Sen is a personality who is a well-known economist and also a philosopher. Economics is a basic thing for any country's development. This personality has contributed a lot in the development of our Indian economy and he brought out many theories. And the next one, the eminent personality Kalpana Chawla, the first Indian astronaut who has travelled in space and She is very well known among you. So generally, what makes these eminent personalities? What may be their noble qualities? It is hard work, dedication, that is sincerity in your work, competence, that means improving your ability and skill to compete yourself, and selflessness. You should not be selfish when you are serving the society. You need to be selfless and you should serve the community without any expectation. So the glossary, the book back glossary here I have given you. The meaning of the word virtues means good qualities. Devotion means loyal commitment towards a particular activity. Repel, hate or detest. The meaning of cringing means behaving in an excessively humble, simple way. Adore, worship someone. Nourish, to help the growth and development of someone. Summit, the highest, the topmost point of a hill or a mountain peak. Stoop, yield or submit, to descend from one's dignity. Merit, the quality of being particularly good or worthy. Competence means the ability to do something efficiently. So before going into the poem, you should know the glossary so that you can understand the poem. Let us see the first paragraph. We are proud and feel so tall. Our virtues, though be few and small, our nature it is that whatever we try, we do with devotion, deep and true. Here the word virtues means good qualities, devotion means commitment. So the poet is saying that we are proud and we feel very tall. That means we feel ourselves about very high because we have good qualities, though we do little things. Our basic nature is whatever we try, we do with commitment. With wholeheartedly, we serve whatever little things we do with honesty, sincerity. That is what the poet is saying, and he is here promoting your confidence. That is said in the first paragraph. In this first paragraph, we have seen the meaning of the words. Let us see in the second paragraph. Defeat we repel, courage or fought, clinging from others we haven't done, to seek a gain, we adore none, we are proud and we feel so tall So repel means hate, clinging means being simple or humble, adore means worship. So here defeat means what? That means to get defeated. So that is we hate. So getting defeated is hated by the poet. And courage, that means you should have the boldness to, that is your confidence. Clinging, that means being humble from others we haven't done. And for getting anything benefit, we don't adore anybody. So we feel proud about ourselves. That is what is said here in this second paragraph. Let us see the third one. We deem it our duty and mission in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Never shall we fail in what we commit, shall nourish the ones that nourish the world. So the poet here saying that we are here to do our duty and our mission. That means our aim in life is to bless and praise the deserving one. That means a person who is efficient enough. So we should have the heart to praise them. We should not pay unnecessary bad politics, and we should always praise the one who has a real competency, who has a real talent, and we should never fail in never shall we fail in what we commit. That means whatever we do, we succeed because we do wholeheartedly. That is what the poet is saying here. And shall nourish, that means we shall help the person to develop themselves who help the world. So who help others, we help them. That is what the poet is saying in this paragraph. So nourish means to help someone in their growth and development. So whom the poet wants to nourish? The person who supports the development of the whole world. That means who is honest, simple, and who is very committed. In the next paragraph, let us see. We are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. Our pride springs from the way we live. Ours is a path of dignity and honor, a life that knows no kneeling and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. That means here again the poet is saying that I am very proud of myself. We are very proud of ourselves because of the position. Maybe it may be a small position or a big position, but we are always simple, and whatever we do it perfectly. Whatever that comes, the way we live, that is, we live with respect. Dignity means what? With respect, and we have empathy for others, not sympathy. And we don't know to kneel in front of others. That means giving up our own self. So he doesn't want to give up and kneel in front of anybody for gaining something. He wants to work hard and keep up our noble qualities, so that the poet is again and again repeating that we are proud. That means very confident that we are big enough. We are quite respected. We are simple. We are honest. We are sincere. All these things are mentioned here. Let us go into the next stanza. Everest is not the only peak. Every hillock has a summit to boast. The height you reach is not that we care. He who does not stoop is a king we adore. He who does not stoop is a king we adore. We bow before competence and merit. So here the poet again saying, summit means what? Mountain peak. Stoop means what? To descend from dignity. Competence, ability to do with efficiently. Merit, good quality. So here the poet is saying, Everest is not the only peak. Everest is not the only peak. There are many peaks. So even small hillock means what? Small peaks that has also a topmost summit. That means topmost point. So we doesn't care in the height of ourselves. That means the big work, small work is not a matter, but whatever we do with honesty, and we do not stoop means bending. Coming out of our dignity. That means coming out of our honesty. He is a king we adore. Whom we adore, we don't adore for any bad things. We bow before competence. Means whom we respect. We respect competency people and merit people. That is what it said in the before paragraph. The next one, the ones that are true and stand on their own are really the ladder for the rise of man. Honor is a property common to all. In dignity and pride, no one need to be poor. We are proud and feel so tall. Here again the author is saying that we are honest, we are true, and we stand on the human being, or really the ladder. What is a ladder? Honesty is a ladder for one's rise. That means one's development. So the blank verse, no proper rhyme scheme is here, and the repetition to emphasize virtues. To emphasize virtues. That means the good qualities. The good qualities of human being is repeated here. That is a property which is common to all, and dignity and pride. So money is never matter. Only thing, we need to be hardworking, and we need to be honest, and we need to have all good heart, selflessness to serve the community for the development. That is what is confidently said by the author Kulothungan here. So I am reading once again. The ones that are true and stand on their own are really the ladder. Ladder means the ஏணி அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க, for the rise of man. So here let us see some questions. Our nature, it is that whatever we try, who does we refers to? We refers to human. How should we carry out our duties? We should carry out our duties with true devotion. With true devotion. The main answer பார்த்துக்கோங்க. So this gives you 2 marks. 1 mark ஒரு question you will score. So appreciation questions are very important. Just for revision I have given here. The next one we can repeat it. Our nature it is that whatever we try, we do with devotion, deep and true. So we refers to the human beings. And how should we carry our duties? We should carry our duties with true devotion. With true devotion. Let us see the next stanza. Here, defeat we repel, courage our defeat we repel, courage our fort. How do we react to defeat? We hate defeat. How do we react to defeat? We hate defeat. Which is considered as our stronghold? Which is considered as our stronghold? Courage is considered as our stronghold. See, the answers are very simple, students, and you can given line itself you get the answer, so you can write it and you can score full marks in poem. That's why I am repeating it. Courage is the only answer here. Others are given in the question itself. So போயம்லேயே இருக்கும், அதை பார்த்து கரெக்டாக எழுதினீங்கன்னா ஃபுல் மார்க் யூ கேன் ஸ்கோர் வெரி வெல். நெக்ஸ்ட் பாருங்கள், we are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. What is the speaker proud of? The speaker is proud of his position. Proud of his position. How is the speaker both humble and proud? The speaker is proud of his position but humble in his service. So here, what is the difference they are asking? So the speaker is proud. Pick out the alliteration. Proud, position, hold, humble. Alliteration பாருங்க. Proud, position, hold, humble. So the consonant P, proud, position, repeated. P repeat ஆகுது. H, hold, humble, H repeat ஆகுது. So that is alliteration. From the 10th itself, 9th itself, you know it. So alliteration also is a very easy thing, and you can pick out the word and write properly as shown here. Don't underline the word in the given line. Next one. He who does not stoop is a king we adore. We bow before competence and merit. Who is adored as a king? A person who does not stoop to win is adored. So, யாரை இங்கே கிங் அது பண்ணுறாங்க? A person who does not stoop, that means who give up his dignity for winning is adored, is given respect. So, understand and give the answer. What is the figure of speech here? Metaphor. Metaphor is the figure of speech used here. So you can write metaphor itself, or you can write in a sentence form. Generally, students, as an English medium student, you should write in a sentence form. Don't give one word answer. That is not generally appreciated in English language for scoring excellent marks. Next, let us see. Honor is a property common to all. In dignity and pride, no one need to be poor. Who are considered rich? The person who are considered rich are those who are dignified and proud. Those who are dignified and proud are considered rich. What is their asset? Their asset is honor. Honor means respect. So given line la irukradha eduthu eludiningnaale you get full marks. No need for you to explain it. So what is their asset? Their asset is honor. That's all you have to write. So please consider. Hope you understand this poem, students, to the very best. I can explain you during the live class also. Thank you for watching this wonderful Everest is not the only poem written by Klothengan. Once again, I thank you, students, for listening to this video. Thank you.